Hi, Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about BulletProof Hitches 38-inch long safety chains. So let's check them out. These are going to be great chains for your larger trailers. Let's say you just got a new gooseneck trailer, you need to get some chains on here. Chances are it's probably going to have 3/8-inch size loops to mount your chains to. Now, there's a couple other reasons why you might want to go with these. One, you need a longer chain than your old ones because they're a little bit short and it's kind of harder to make those connections. Or you just need something a little bit more heavy duty, or your old ones have just kind of worn out on you. That's a good reason to replace your old ones. Now, speaking of wearing out, these chains are not going to be likely of doing that anytime soon because BulletProof Hitches really make some quality goods. These right here are going to be rated for 26,400 pounds. And even handling the Clevis itself on here, just moving this safety clip at the very end of it, you can tell that's very springy. It's definitely going to last a while. Just watch your fingers when you are handling it. And this is also going to be 3/8 in diameter, like our chain links. Now, these are going to be some chains that if you're hauling some heavier loads and hauling pretty frequently, these would be a great one to rely on. Now, we also want to make sure that this is going to be right for your trailer and setup. Again, this is going to be 38 inches long, so just make sure that this is going to be able to connect to your vehicle. In most cases, it should, because this is a pretty long chain. We also want to be able to make sure it mounts to our trailer itself. So right here, you'll notice we do have a welded on mounting bracket. If you have a mounting bracket, but let's say it's not designed for 3/8-inch links, then you're going to have to get a new one. And we have plenty of options here on our website. And another thing you want to think about is when you're not using this, you want to make sure this isn't just dangling here because it's going to be more likely to get worn out over time. So most trailers are going to come with a point inside the trailer that you can mount the Clevis hook itself to. If you don't have one on your trailer, we have plenty of options here at eTrailer. So overall, these are going to be a pretty solid choice. It's probably going to be my top pick when it comes to safety chains, especially if you're someone who's constantly on the road with those heavier loads. And switching them out is a pretty easy process, which I can actually show you now. So what we have to do is just make sure our chain's ready to be taken off. So I already removed my cotter pin. So I can actually remove the pin itself just by pressing it and pulling it out of here. And then my chain comes right off. Then I can grab my new one, grab the link that I want to use for it, line it up here, and push this pin back through and secure it with my cotter pin. That is also going to be a good time if you have a breakaway switch, you can put this on your chains as well. And it's not a bad idea just to take your vehicle, back it up over here, and just make sure this is going to be a good length for you for connecting it. If it still feels a little bit loose, you can just use a different link instead. But when you're ready, you can just put these back up and be ready for the next time you start hauling. Now, of course, if you guys have any other questions, let us know here at eTrailer. And if you do decide to go with these, we'd love to see what your setup looks like and what type of trailer you're pulling behind you. But again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.